Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of our Emberpelts series. We're in a good spot overall. Still, it's kind of doing okay in terms of food. Doing definitely okay in terms of water. We're still in a drought, but that is fine. We do have a good amount of water storage in the back here. So I am not worried about this at all. And we're getting close to wrapping up our dam, and once we have that in, we're definitely okay with nothing to worry about. So that's pretty cool, I would say. And that's the first thing where we're going to start off today. Going to remove this path over here and the staircase right there, as well as the path next to it, so we can fill this up with levees. And I've placed these in the hope to get some wood out of them, but yeah, that's not happening. I guess, let's see, 6 days of drought. They have a third to go, that's 10 days. So yeah, the trees won't be happening at all. So lumberjacks, you're gone. Because that means we can also, once we demolish this part right there, and for now, oh, hold on, actually, we should try to recover some of our resources back here, because that will be a lifesaver. All right, making sure they grab everything. Yeah, I'm not caring about the trees, they will die underwater. That's my guess at least. So that should be fine. And then we're slowly just recovering all the materials from the stairs and the levees up here. That's actually going pretty fast, which, you know, makes me happy. In addition, I guess while they are grabbing stuff, if I find the time to do so, to be honest, I will add more layers to our dam on this side again. I'd removed them in the last episode, so I have a better overview of what's going on. And let's make sure we're staying on high speed. Go. High priority, please. Although it is nighttime, so nothing to worry about. Oh, we also need to make sure we're connecting this part up right there. So there we go. And now we have a good amount of plank storage, which we'll definitely need. Oh, look at that. The fuel engine is actually online. However, I have demolished the actual fuel production. So they don't quite know how to get the fuel there. All right, let's make sure we have a path connecting through here. And then I think the fuel should be storable in our medium tanks. So let's place one here and select the fuel. There we go. And then we have still a little bit of space to expand on this side, which again, overall will be quite useful. All right, so a little bit of housekeeping for now, but that is okay. Well, still a bit more to do. Yeah, I can destroy both of them. You guys should be able to pick this up from below. And then very soon we'll be able to continue building all of this up. Because again, once we're this 3 level tall, we will start filling this up with water, and I kind of want to do this before the end of this drought, because we need more material across the board. So, yeah, as it is usually the case. All right, almost done though. It is nighttime again, so let's have them go to bed. We do have 24 baby beavers, which means the next thing that we really need to focus on is some more food supply. Because, yeah, we're gonna be running dangerously low, even on normal difficulty. So let's see. In terms of raw food, we do have a ton of canola oil, canola seeds. Yep, that's basically it. So we do still have that farmhouse here, and I will high prioritize you for now, which also means I will destroy the forester right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and unfortunately delete all the trees here Let's actually have a look further back. Yep, that won't work. So let's make sure we're destroying all of those trees as well. In that corner, we just let it finish growing. All right, you guys need something to do. But I also want to make sure that this time we actually make it look a little bit nicer. So we're going to place some wooden fences, as you would expect to see at any kind of farm place. I wish there was a regular fenced gate, because ultimately, well, not only does it look nice, right, it kind of gives the proper vibe to things. Right. So we might just leave it as that, and then we can start planting some more things. Now, what are we currently storing? We do have the grilled bell peppers. We do have tomatoes. Tomatoes we could definitely use some more. Radishes we could use more. Grilled corn, we're overall doing okay. So for the tomatoes, we're just going to place them close to the water. Tomatoes do need a good amount of water, so that kind of makes sense. And then we can add some more radishes in the back here, basically until we reach this spot right there. All right. There we go. And tomatoes. Here we are. And then we're just going to add more tomatoes in front of it. All right. I'll also, I guess we don't need to keep the path going. Not really, at least. But what we are planning to do, because well, we're trying to make things prettier, we're going to add a shrub in front of it, because that's something I would expect to see in front of a farmhouse, which will look overall hopefully quite nice. But I think we're just gonna expand the tomato source all the way to the end here. Well, let's fill it up like that. And then we could use some more bell peppers. So let's fill up the rest here with bell peppers. Actually don't like the idea of having the bell peppers in the back here. Bell peppers do need a good amount of sun. Technically radishes too. But yeah, bell peppers are a bit more finicky than radishes. So there we go. All right. That gives us a good kind of starting ground for all of this. And it might be long-term worthwhile trying to fill up this area with soil and get a little bit more farmland out of here. All right. Still doing just okay in terms of food. That is all right. We forgot to select a recipe up here. Fuel is in, meaning this is in, and that means we don't need the power wheel anymore. Very cool. All right. We also have a ton of gears. Now this is our gear workshop. Because it's situated here, I can remove it now. We can unlock the large gear workshop and place it right there. That's where it needs to go. We can set this to the, actually, you don't need to be highest priority. We can start being on normal priority. Right. Moreover, they have now made, like, taken everything that needed to go away from the back here and, well, moved it. So let's go ahead and remove these paths. They don't need to be in here. And we're also going to remove all of these. Right. And then just that. Okay, we want to build this up at least 3 high. Actually, we want to build this up all the way to the top. And we might be okay overall if we just let them do all of that. On the highest priority, so we don't need to worry about it anymore. Water can then still overflow in this corner right there. That does remind me though, we need 2 outlets. So you need to go and you need to go. And then we need to build proper dam pieces up the top. All right, put in a path, connecting it all up. And because it's our beavers, they're gonna lock themselves out, aren't they? Don't do it. Of course they are. All right, let's go through this. Pause all of the levees down here. You would think after playing it for so long, I'm used to the, what shall we call it? Ingenuity of our beavers. Go, that should... Okay, we're fine building the one in the back. I don't mind that. And once this is in and done, which will be, of course, the next day, because why wouldn't it be? But we're super short on food. We do have a ton of canola and canola oil, which meant I definitely overplanted this. So let's remove a couple of rows of this. Tomato seedling up here. We could plan for more canola, but I don't think that makes quite sense. Let's see what else we can look into. A grist mill, that would be nice. A we have planted bakeries, placed bakeries. Apples, wheat turns into, I guess, apple pie. Yeah, that's kind of it what we can build, to be honest. All right. At least we're making a good amount of space here. So let's plant a few more radishes. Although it will be a little bit rough for the next couple days. And that makes me think maybe we should have planted more radishes over here as well, rather than, you know, what we did. Let's go ahead, cancel the demolition of these. They can't reach it anyways. We're getting a little bit of food in. Definitely not enough. This expansion might have been a big mistake. One thing that I do need to do is unpause all of the levees here. You know, playing it on normal difficulty anyways. And getting so cocky that our beavers might still die. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Alright, anyways, this part here is in now. Regular season is back. The dam is not finished. That's okay. As we know, we currently have some other problems. Still doing all right over here. What I will actually do is pause our refinery. We definitely don't need that at the moment. All of our beavers are growing up though. Ah, good, good, good. The radishes are coming in. What about the tomatoes? Well, they are much slower. Not entirely sure if our beavers are gonna die of hunger. And you should probably prioritize the radishes, because that is a quick food source. And that hopefully will help our beavers survive until we stabilize our food production. Makes me miss the hydroponic farms and everything. But yeah. Again, when you just get a bit too confident. This one was obviously very silly. Alright. Water is still kind of filling up. I actually can close these now. So our water supply back here will remain pretty high. We don't need to produce more canola. I guess we don't have an... Why aren't you harvesting the peppers? We have so many peppers. Everyone grew up. Guess that's alright. Oh good, the tomatoes came in as well. Peppers are slowly coming in, but that's pretty good. Need a little bit more water back here. So let me quickly turn this on for a second. Close it again. Makes me think we kind of need to remove the dam pieces underneath here. Alright. Still no food. Still no one has died so far. So that's pretty awesome. Unexpected, I'd say. But still pretty awesome. We do actually have some corn here. No storage for corn. That also tracks. Very much so. Alright. Glad tomatoes are coming in. Bell peppers are still coming in. You can now switch back to... let's prioritize corn for you. Because corn gives us a good amount of food. Building lacks material. Yeah, it's the corn. Of course it is. And this is overflowing now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright. Power supply up here. Huh. Didn't this power supply... Why does this one tell me, but not this one? Oh. Yeah, that's on me. Wait, how did you get power then? You don't need power, do you? Yep, you do not. All right. Meaning I'm going to remove all of this. There we go. Just double check. Yep, that looks about right. And yeah, plenty of power in the system, which makes me kind of think probably should not produce as much power. But that's also okay. All right, someone died of old age. Nobody has died of hunger yet. And we're just not going to prioritize anything on you guys anymore. But it looks like what we really need over here is another farm. Because they are absolutely overwhelmed. So let's go ahead and make this happen. We're going to remove... Actually, over here... Hey, let me drag. Oh. Okay. Anyways, it kind of worked out. So we're putting radishes here again. High priority on everything. Farmhouse. This is high priority. What did I set high priority to? Oh no. Oh no. Nothing happened, guys. Don't look. I'm putting my hand over it as if that would prevent you guys from seeing it. And the worst part is we do have the food. We don't have enough farmers to get it to the people, to the beavers quickly enough. Ah. Well, my advice, don't get overly confident. It just comes back to haunt you. Alright, I will actually open this up but not to the level that it was initially set to be. We're gonna set you up. Not open. Close above downstream of 0.5. Yeah, I think that'll work. Farmhouse is in. Nobody else has died of hunger. Don't have any food though. Yeah, I mean, nothing happened. Hey, there's food here. I guess we, again, still don't have any storage for any of that material. All right, we definitely need to fix that. So let's go ahead and plan a little bit of storage for food sources. So let's build a platform system over here. And then food storage is 3 wide. So that will be one, that will be another, and then we're going to remove all of these. Go. Let's put in the path already. Just a wooden path without railings. Railings will come naturally. And there we are. And that will allow us to place some storage for corn and bell peppers. Corn and bell peppers. All right. Nobody else died of hunger. Bit annoying, but it's okay. It's okay. They will get to it. All right. We now have the large gear workshop, which is very nice. Maybe it is time. Let's see. Where are all of our? Oh, that's just where are all of our planks going? But I guess we just built a ton of no planks. How many planks does this one need? 10. Right. That will be our next stop. Once they've built all of this. Still struggling with food supply. Not great. I think there's still going to be more beavers that are going to die. I mean, I think I doubled the beaver population at the end of the last episode. Oh my. Yep, more beavers are dying. Memo to myself. Yes, it is on easy, but that does not mean, I should underestimate it. All right. One more thing. I'm going to raise you to 2.9. I think that's a good level. Because they're getting this part here ready. Well, ready-ish. And then we'll be able to move our forestry industry back here. So I'm quite excited about that. Okay. Let's actually just go ahead after all and just pause all. Actually, let's not pause this for now. Oh, what did you guys build that one? Oh, you can still reach that. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's fine. And you know what? Let's remove you guys as well. There we go. How many planks do we have now? Still 0. I guess you guys haven't picked these up yet. This food source is now pretty harvested away. So That is good to know. You're still doing okay over there. Should probably plan something in the back here already, since we have the space. Let's add more bell peppers. Go. Food supply going a little bit up. More beavers growing up though. What happened to you? You're waiting for bell peppers. You have a good amount of corn. It's good. Bell peppers are also coming in. This is also good. Yeah, I think overall doing much better again in terms of food, I say, as another beaver dies. Ay. Alright, so one plank is in here now. What are you guys spending the planks on otherwise? I'm not building anything. Huh. Yeah, not entirely sure. All right. Fuel storage still good. Still pretty full. Overall, you're doing pretty fine. %. You're probably just out looking for food, mate. Yeah, sorry about that. Are we balancing out? I think we might be balancing out. Food supply is slowly increasing. Very slowly, but slowly. That didn't make sense. I hope you guys know what I was trying to say. All right, look at that. All of a sudden, 100 food supply back. Good, this is awesome. We should be able to feed our beavers tonight. And with that, we're out of that my bad, I should have paid closer attention kind of situation. Alright. What else is going on back here? Can we help build this up? I mean, one thing that we could do is create another farm basically up here, which honestly would probably look quite nice. So if I said you actually to make the canola oil and destroy you for now, if I'm gonna go ahead and place a platform here, staircase there, and then we're going to add, actually no, not this, because there's a good amount of green space here that we can utilize. So if we instead go over here, and where are my levees? Right there. Move back up, just like that. Then we want the wooden paths again. Well, actually, you should definitely be with railings, and so should you. Safety first, sometimes. Right. And then we're gonna add two of them with railings. And then we can place another farmhouse up here. And that covers actually a good amount of ground. All right. There we go. Let's make sure we're high prioritizing this. Even though we're doing okay in terms of food for now, we want to make sure that we're doing even better. All right. In the meantime, what have we not planted yet? We're missing some wheat. So all of that can actually become wheat. Let's make sure we're removing the trees over here as well. And because I like the way wheat looks, I'm gonna add a little bit more on this corner right there. rest. I guess more corn. We're doing okay in terms of corn. Place more tomatoes right here. And then actually we're just gonna add bell peppers down here. And that makes me think over there, we will actually need a path with railings. There we go. Just for this little piece. Oh, and of course, that we're not planting anything. Now you guys are thirsty. How are you guys thirsty? Because now we have enough food, but obviously we never expanded in terms of water supply. It keeps giving, doesn't it? All right. High priority on this. Wooden path without railings, that is also okay. And then we have 4 of these that should supply 60 beavers. We have 90. Darn. Automated water pump. That will be really good to have. But future worries. For now, let's make sure we have enough regular water pumps, because we also have enough beavers to just to deal with that. Oh, need to unpause you. Everyone is super thirsty. All right, let's make sure they built and okay, everything's built. That is a good start. Now we just need to have them go ahead and pump the water so all the beavers can drink. Yep, not this one. Let's go back to 16 hours. A day of 5 of these should provide water for 75 beavers. So that makes me think that's not enough. So let's go ahead and build another one of you. There we go. Highest priority. And then we should be approximately at 90. I mean, they are working a bit faster, so the 15 estimate from the beginning, actually not quite relevant. Everything seems to have been harvested. That is good to know. And one more thing that I want to place for now is down here. But this, I think, looks very nice. And maybe in the long run, we add another layer of soil to kind of wrap up the fencing on the side as well. All right, should have probably put a bit of fencing in here as well. And when I look at it like this here should not be tomatoes. It should be more wheat. And we're also going to remove these and start to beautify that area a little bit more. So in terms of decorations, we will actually just place a fireplace right in front of it, because I think that will look very nice, overshadowing all of that. Place a tree right next. Actually, hold on. Now, what we're gonna do instead is place a tree up here and a bench over here, and then we're making sure that our path connects up. Not without railings, with railings, safety first, even though that is a bit precarious. Alright, last time I'm gonna change my mind. Alright, instead, we're gonna place... How am I gonna do? Alright. We're just gonna place a bench right here. And then a wooden path with railings just in front of it. We're also gonna remove this one. And just to wrap it up, put the wheat all in back here. Doing okay again in terms of water. Food is still stable as well. And then we're adding a decoration because farms should have a tree. So we're placing that right there. Let's high prioritize those two. Oh, look at that. This is in... Yeah, but we're still not going to fill up that area back here. That will need to wait till the next episode. Not the next episode, the next season. So that's good to know. Why? You know where all of our planks are going? Into the gear workshop. Just a quick check. This is still working. This is still working. Good. We do have a good amount of water, more than we had before. You probably need to go to 0.45. And like I mentioned before, it is probably time for us to turn one of you. And maybe we'll just do it at the very end. Move you. And turn you into a platform. Highest priority. And then we're adding our wooden path back in. Need a wooden path with railings. There we go. Because it's fine for all of this. Well, not just fine. All of this should be flooded or kept flooded because we have the farmhouse back here. All right. Doing okay? Doing okay. I like the way this one looks. I really do. All right. Let me actually pause. Doesn't that look cozy? This will be the thumbnail. Let me quickly do that. Full screen. And with that, I am going to call it an episode. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.